All right, well, I'm Victor Perez. And if you haven't guessed by now, I am Mexican. And no, I am not from New Carlisle. You guys got a lot of damn Mexicans in New Carlisle, man. I swear to God, I moved here and I went to New Carlisle the first time and I was like, oh, look, it's like Little Mexico. And, you know, and apparently I'm also the only Mexican comic in the entire state of Ohio. Because I'm doing shows everywhere. Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and I am quite literally the only Hey, thanks for coming back from the bathroom. How was it? I'd shake your hand, but no. What's your name? Chris? Chris? Pissing in the middle of my show, Chris. All right, give it up for Chris. All right, what the hell was I just saying? Oh yeah, I'm the only Mexican comic that I know of, right? So I'm doing these shows, and I'm quite literally the only single Mexican in the entire comedy club. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I'm the only Mexican on the stage. They got bunches of them in the kitchen. Has everybody ordered their food? Because well, every time I do these shows, everybody feels uncomfortable, so I want to break tension a little bit. They kind of look like Chris, where he's like, shit, I probably should have not pissed just now. All right, so we're going to try a little something. We're going to piss the Mexicans off in this kitchen, right? I'm going to tell you some jokes, and they're going to be unbelievable jokes. And when I tell them to you, I'm going to be like, I know what you're thinking, because it's that unbelievable. And when I say, I know what you're thinking, I want everybody in this room at the same time to say, no, wetback, it can't be. All right, you ready? I know what you're thinking. Come on, I don't even think they heard it. Let's piss them off. Ready? I know what you're thinking. That's right. Deep dig into the inner clan. Get it out, get it out. All right, I've actually had 3 tickets this year. I know what you're thinking. Come on, we gotta get on the ball. All right, that's it. They're way too damn excited. Comedy club, not clan meeting. You gotta wait for the cue word. All right, all right. I've had 3 tickets. First ticket I got, I was actually going to a show in Toledo. And I decided to take a different route. So I decided to go through a little town called Quincy. Does anybody know about Quincy? Yeah, it's like 42 white people and corn. I'm not kidding. All right, and there's this Camaro. It's a 68 Camaro sitting on the side of the road. It says for sale, $3,000 or best offer. So I'm like, I gotta check this out, right? So I get out, and the guy comes out, and he's talking to me about the car. I didn't hear a damn word this guy said. I said, blah, 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 blah. You want to test drive it? That's all I heard. Well, hell yeah, I want to test drive it. What's the #1 rule of test driving a car or renting a car? Drive it like you stole it. Which is going to take a whole new meaning when you're Hispanic. You're going to find out why. So I'm driving this car, right, and I'm flying. And, you know, I'm like 85 miles an hour in 4th gear, right? And I slam that son of a bitch right into 5th as I hit 100 miles an hour. And also as I blow past the cop. Yeah. Chris, what do you do when you blow past the cop at 100 miles an hour? No, not the San Andreas Grand Theft Auto answer. Why does everybody do that? I get out, I shoot him, I start ready to run away. No, you pull over, don't you? Yes, you do. Don't lie, you're white. The normal answer, Chris, would be pull over, correct? Okay, and when you pull over, what's going to happen? You're going to be in a little bit of trouble, but you're going to pull over. The cop's going to pull over. He's going to come out of his car, tap on your window, say, do you know why I pulled you over? And you're going to say, because I was going 100 miles an hour. He's going to write you a little ticket. You're going to pay your ticket, life goes on, right? All right, now, Chris, I'm going to put you in my scenario. You are driving 100 miles an hour and blow past the cop. What do? Yes, you are Mexican. And you're in a Camaro that doesn't belong to you. And you're not exactly sure who it belongs to. Because all you heard earlier was blah, 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 blah. Want to test drive? Yeah, scary situation. So, in my situation, I pull over. The cop pulls over. The helicopter shines the light down on the car. The K-9 unit comes around back, right? The other squad car pins my door in, and this is what he says. Get the hell out of the car with your hands up. Took a little while to explain this one, but I did end up getting out of the trouble, after he kindly escorted me with his 7 friends to the back of his car. So, the only thing he did tell me, he's like, I'm gonna write your ticket, you're gonna have to pay your ticket. Since you don't have proof of insurance of this car, when you get a chance, mail in the proof of insurance on your car. I said, okay, so I did. 6 months later, I have another show in Toledo. Guess where I decided to drive through? Apparently, Columbus conveniently lost the only Mexican in Springfield's license and registration and proof of insurance. So I've been driving for 6 months on a suspended license. So I get pulled over by a totally different cop. And he's all like, he said, why did you pull me over? And he's like, oh, we got this crazy ass Mexican about 6 months ago decided to steal a Camaro and cause a bunch of havoc. I said, really? So apparently I've been driving on a suspended license. I have to go to court and show proof of insurance and get that whole license deal corrected. I got pulled over in Northampton. Has anybody ever been to Northampton? It's really white as well. And then I'm thinking courthouse. He writes me a ticket, courthouse. Okay, I Google the courthouse. I get the address to the courthouse. I decide to go to the courthouse. I get to the house. And I'm confused because the address matches, but this is not a courthouse. This is a house. So I decide, oh, this can't be right. So I knock on the door, and a little old lady in the kitchen is standing there, and I'm like, I know this isn't right. She's like, oh yeah, this is the courthouse. I'm like, no, it's not, it's a house. So, okay, let me walk you through the scenario. I have to sign in the kitchen. And then wait in the dining room with a bunch of lawn chairs, with a bunch of other people who have been apparently pulled over in Northampton, to see the judge in the living room. And you all are afraid of a black president. So I get this straightened out. And I said, you know what, I got another show, it's in Michigan this time. I'm not going this way. I'm going a totally different way. This show rocks, right? Now I know what you're thinking. Where the hell were you on that? I know what you're thinking. It's like, I forgot what racist comment I was supposed to be saying. Alright, the show goes great. I come back, and I'm a little liquored up, so I don't quite remember the trip. But I do know that I didn't see a cop the entire time, so I thought this was going great. Right? I had no idea they installed traffic light cameras. Have you guys seen this? They sent me a picture in the mail of me running a red light. Not the only picture, 5 pictures and a website where I can watch the video. Here's what I look like. I was pissed off. I was like, how in the hell are you going to give me a ticket and not actually pull me over? Now, you got to keep in mind, I'm pissed and I'm a comic. Now, I'm not about to give you advice as to how to get out of a traffic ticket, especially the camera ones, but I'm going to tell you exactly what not to do. In my ingenious method of thinking, I decided, you know what? If you're going to mail me pictures of me running a red light, I'm going to spread 5 20s out on the table and take a picture of it and mail that to you. Because now I have to go back to court, and I now have a $120 fine, and they mailed me a picture of handcuffs. That's my time, people. Thank you. I'm going to bring up your next comic, all right? You may have seen him on Comedy Central. He is very, 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 very funny, and he is a